Hey everyone, welcome to the part 2 of my devlog. This update actually took a little bit longer than I had expected, and it's because I started working on the networking side of things, and it was obviously, way more complicated than I had imagined. And my idea was that I knew it was going to be hard, so I wanted to implement this or see if I can implement it before I add more functionality to my game, because it feels like the more things I add, it's gonna be even more complicated to make sure everything works. And you know, as it states, the game is in a really simple state. You can jump, move around, throw a small bomb, destroy some boxes, throw a big bomb, throw a launcher to like move yourself, and I don't know. You can also fly. So that's about it. And this is why I thought this would be a good place to add the online functionalities to it. And today I'm gonna talk about all the updates that I've been working on since the last one. And the first one is, you already saw it, is joining rooms, and actually can start showing what I've been working on right now. Um, before I talk about anything, I really want to emphasize the fact that I am not a professional in networking, but I've been, researching and trying to do my best in terms of getting this to work. And at this point, it works. But there's probably better ways to do it, or perhaps implementing your own solutions. But this is a built Unity right here, and I am just running the game in the editor. So this way I get to have two different clients. Now we can see the other player. Actually, I'm gonna position myself so you can see I am on the right client right now. And if I fly, jump around, you're gonna see me. And um, this was actually simple enough, but anything beyond this had more bugs than I could have ever imagined. So, I had problems ranging from anywhere from between, the launcher was going off twice, um, the boxes that I was creating later, were not being registered in the other players. The explosions were being very delayed. They were having issues, but at the end of the day, they were all working. And I'm actually gonna make another guide specifically for the Photon PUN integration aspect. But in here, I want to talk about the more high-level stuff, just what I've been working on. And first of all, I can just start showing what has been going on here. I can throw bombs and destroy blocks, and you can see they're gonna destroy on both instances. There is some lag, I believe. Yep, there's some lag going on, but they are being synced. So if I can pause here, see, I'm gonna fall through this blocks if I'm not flying, and it's the same. So this was step one, just syncing the destruction of blocks, and this works. And then the other thing I was concerned about is, I'm just gonna position myself right here. So if you remember, I created the room on this client. So this client is the master client, the one on the right. So while the master is just, okay, I actually don't know what happened there, but I think my computer was downloading something, and that's why it was very laggy, and it also crashed on the other client. So okay, back to where we were. I'm gonna join the room, and both players are here, and I'm just gonna destroy some blocks, and you're gonna see that the exact same blocks are getting destroyed. And furthermore, I can leave my room and then rejoin, and we're back in the same room, and the same blocks are destroyed. And I can just keep leaving and rejoining. This was important for me because I am honestly not sure how long games will take, how long a single game session will take, but I want the players to be able to join and leave. And this is basically being synced up and kept track with the master client. So this obviously begs the question, what will happen if master client leaves? So this is the master client right now. So if I leave and then join again, so now the Unity editor became the master client, and it's still synced up. The same blocks are still gone. Now obviously, we're not going to be able to see the logs there, but what's happening is there's a master client migration happening. So when the current master client leaves, we go to another master client, and at that step, things happen to ensure that the map is synced up, which I'm gonna show right now. So right here, if your script actually is based on the mono behavior PUN callbacks class, then you can use these callbacks that is very useful, and one of them is on master client switched, and it even conveniently tells you what is who's the new client. And so I print that the client is changed, and also actually this should be definitely this. And also I call this method called set map state, and if we just go to it right here, it gets a target player, which is like a photon view, and I send the RPC just to that player. So what is the RPC? The RPC is right here. I get my room properties where I'm storing the current map state, and then I am basically updating their map state, which is like an integer array but like locally. And this is important because any other player that joins gets their current map state from them. So what I mean by that is, if we have, I don't know, 4 players, and this one is a master client, the red one, this is the master, they have a integer array where they store the map state. It's updated when blocks get destroyed, etc. And anytime a player leaves or joins, they always get the data from the master client. Actually, you can't really get data from PUN RPC calls, you can only pass data, but you can use room properties. And the room properties could actually be edited by any client in the scene, but obviously I don't want it to be like spammy, where people are editing and writing and deleting stuff all the time. So I made sure that only the master client can do that. So I can show it right here. Right here. So when you join the game, if you're the master client, you create the boxes and then you kind of set the PUN room properties. But if you're not the master room client, you do the opposite. You get the room properties and then you set up your map based on those properties. And obviously these properties are updated by the master if blocks get destroyed. And so that's why the master is always keeping track of where the boxes are or not locally. And furthermore, if the master changes, this will also migrate to the new master. And so this was mainly about block destruction. And another important thing was bomb interactions, right? And we can check them right here. Actually, I'm gonna plant this character right here as a camera for us, and I'm gonna play here. So what I can do is, I don't know, put two bombs, and they're just gonna explode together with no issue. And I don't know, I can put a big bomb and then destroy it with the other. I can even do this. I can even throw out a big bomb and then destroy it with these players. So there was a big explosion that also worked. And this system was initially not true of photon views, the bombs. I was basically locally creating a bomb and was telling every other client to also create a bomb in the same place, but I thought that was not very useful because they were not sometimes synced up perfectly. So now I just use photon views for the bombs. This way, I can show right here actually in the resources. This way I can have a photon view and also photon view transform classic. So this is the script that's done by Photon. This is useful to track where the object is through all the clients. So in my game, it's very important where the bombs are. So let me just give you one quick example here. If my player is right here, you can move bombs around, right? So if I'm here and I throw a big bomb and then I just move it, I want it to go to the exact same place, And right now, thanks to the Photon Transform Classic, they always do, because they are being tracked. And the updates seem quite short, but I'm really happy where the game is right now, because I can basically keep playing, destroying blocks, leave in any client, join back, and it's always synced up and it always works. And it took a really long time. And like I said, I am gonna do a more detailed video on how all this Photon networking structure has been working, so you should check out my channel if you're more interested. But I want to keep my devlogs as a more high level overview, and so there was it. Thank you very much for watching.